Well, the Jets are officially 0-4. We just saw it happen. Now, y'all are probably not getting to this video, or it won't be out until the following week. They could be 0-5 at that point. Let's hope not. But it's not looking great. There is a pile, and I mean just a pile of issues with this Jets team. I'm going to start with Justin Fields, honestly. I don't think he's been that great. You have to play a particular brand of football. You can't switch it up. You pretty much just have to hope that he is going to run for, almost 100 yards and a touchdown to stay competitive in a game. I know at the end of this game, you're going to say, oh, well, he threw for 200 yards by the end of the game. Yeah, they were down by 2 touchdowns at that point. Going into the third quarter, he had like 40-something passing yards. That's ridiculous. Breece Hall's been okay. Lackluster offensive line. I know, you have some higher rate. Well, not really. Josh Myers, not that highly rated. But Breece Hall, Garrett Wilson, I actually like Mason Taylor a lot. I think he has been quietly just a really good rookie tight end. And of course, Armand Membu, a rookie right tackle. I think he's looked pretty good. He's definitely got some growing to do, but he can get there. Receivers, you get anytime Alan Lazard is your wide receiver too, things aren't going to be so great. Trust me, as a Packers fan, we saw it. And defensively, there's a lot to look forward to, right? You have a decent linebacker core, some decent safeties, Sauce Gardner, who, let me know what y'all think about him down in the comments. I have my own thoughts. Quinnen Williams, of course. Stevens is that secondary. You did lose DJ Hall, and then I believe, is this the Florida State? Yeah, the Florida State, Azarai Thomas. But Azarai Thomas, corner, that is hidden depth, so can develop. Now, I don't know why Jermaine Johnson's not there. So defense is definitely the bright spot. We still need to get younger, I think. And again, defensive line's decently young. Obviously, Harrison Phillips isn't. Linebacker core is not terrible. How old's Cisco? Oh, he's only 25. Okay, so the defense is a lot younger than I thought it was. I thought Cisco was older for some reason. Oh, yeah, the team is young, actually. It just needs to get better. We're going to take over. See if we can save Aaron Glenn's job. I don't think it would be up this season, but you also are going to have to start putting together some wins. If you can't beat a team and, you get to that 0-8, 0-9, God forbid they do, it's going to be hard to say that he still has a job. We're not on a losing streak still. I mean, technically a one-loss losing streak, but 2-5. We have some stuff to look forward to. National Focus Scouting, when you start this late in the year, you can't really set your scouts, so we're just going to keep it on linebacker. That's what it's at. We don't need running back. We have Breece Hall, Braylon Allen. We're good there. We have some players to re-sign, starting with Breece Hall. Now, we are going to keep him around. Let's go ahead and give him I think a 5-year deal. I think that's good. We don't want to keep him, that keeps him for the whole rebuild. Elijah Vera-Tucker, one of the better offensive linemen for the Jets. Andre Cisco, I want to keep for 3 years. Keep him till he's 28. He will buy us enough time. Oh, he doesn't want to stay. Tony Adams, I would like to keep for 3 years as well. He stays. Quincy Williams, John Simpson, all these other people can go. And John Simpson we may keep around. It just really depends. We'll kind of wait till the free agency. Now, stats. Justin Fields is probably getting replaced. He's probably getting replaced. That's all there is to it. I'm not even sure that in real life, the way he's played, if he continues his play this season, I think he's replaced as a Jet. I don't think they keep him. Garrett Wilson, incredible. I forgot to see. Breece Hall, he's doing all right. Garrett Wilson, doing Garrett Wilson stuff. 451, 3 touchdowns. Alan Lazard stealing some touchdowns from him. What do we got sack-wise? Fashanu giving up the most. Love that. Jamian Sherwood leading the way in tackles. Jermaine Johnson in TFLs. And probably Quinnen Williams in tackles. What did I say? Quinnen Williams in sacks as well, tied with Jermaine Johnson. A pick for Michael Carter and a pick for Brandon Stevens. I guess nothing for Sauce Gardner at this point. Love that. And we'll just keep going. Actually, you know what we didn't do? We didn't look to see if we know any of the rookie dev traits, which we definitely could. We don't know Mimbu's yet. We don't know his yet. I don't know who that is. Yeah, actually, we know nobody's yet. We don't know any of the rookie dev traits. That's awesome. We'll just keep rolling, I guess. And shockingly, we turned it around. 9-8. Really doesn't help us, as I was hoping that we'd have a, top 5-ish draft pick, to be honest. But we have played ourselves out of that, which, again, this is the way Aaron Glenn keeps his job. Justin Fields is playing up. Do we know? Mimbu is star dev. It's kind of hoping for higher. We don't know Isaiah Thomas's yet. Yeah, it's kind of it. Maybe we just have one good offseason and that gets us, that next step. Maybe that puts us over the edge. 3,400 yards, 25 touchdowns, 11 picks for Justin Fields. Brees Hall, 1,010 touchdowns. We got him paid up and he showed up. Garrett Wilson, 1,007 touchdowns. Alan Lazard, 8-10. That probably is a career year for Alan Lazard right there. Blocking, Olu Fashanu, however you say it, terrible. Jamie and Sherwood, 170 tackles, maybe a dev trait out of the Mike linebacker. Will McDonald, 18 TFLs, led the way, and Will McDonald led the way in sacks with 9. 2 picks for Jamie and Sherwood, 2 for Sauce Gardner, 1 for a pile of others. MVP going to Jalen Hurts. Coach of the Year, Shane Steichen of the Indianapolis Colts. I'd say those two things track. Offensive Player of the Year, Jamar Chase winning. Defensive Player of the Year going to Jeffrey Simmons. I don't know if we had anybody. Yeah, no Jets on the list. Offensive Rookie, Mason Taylor at 4. I like that. Defensive Rookie, not on the list. Best quarterback, Justin Fields sneaks in at 9. Best running back, Brees Hall at 5. Best wide receiver, I was going to expect to see Garrett Wilson here. Best offensive lineman, Joe Tippmann at 8. Love that. Best defensive lineman? No. Best linebacker, Quincy Williams and Jamie and Sherwood at 4 and 6. Best defensive back? No. Best kicker, Nick Folk at 8. The Dallas Cowboys and Cincinnati Bengals are in the Super Bowl this year. Let's see if we got any dev traits. Gonna have our fingers crossed. We don't get any on offense, sadly. Defensively, Quincy Williams goes up, Quinnen Williams goes down, Jamie and Sherwood goes up, and Brandon Stevens goes up. I'm actually okay with that. Now let's just see who wins this Super Bowl between Dallas and Cincinnati, 2 teams that I don't think are going to get the Super Bowl. Cincinnati's only there because I have injury turned off, pre-existing, all that. So Joe Burrow never got hurt. And the Cincinnati Bengals win the Super Bowl. Mike linebacker Logan Wilson winning the Super Bowl MVP. What a year. Year one's in the books. Time to get to the free agency and see if we can make some small improvements. And these are our targets for the free agency. Wide receiver Romeo Doubs to at least get a better wide receiver 2 in there. Somebody that's younger and can develop a little bit. Bradley Pinion, the punter. Of course, the will linebacker Ivan Pace. Classic free agency signing when you need linebacker help. And Connor McGovern, a center upgrade just temporarily while we, hammer offensive line in some drafts and try to fix it there. Let's see who we get out of the 4. Who do we not get? Oh, we did. Well, we didn't get Ivan Pace. I guess he chose to go somewhere else. So we can find a different will linebacker in here. Quincy Williams gone. Devin Bush gone. Yeah. I think it's going to be a draft thing. All right. Well, we're here at the draft. We have pick 15. I think we'll be okay. There's plenty of quarterbacks. I don't see that many teams. The Giants took one. The Rams took one. Okay, so only 2 quarterbacks. Oh, and the Browns took one. All right, so 3 quarterbacks off the board. Ooh, we do not have a lot of options. I do want to take a look real quick. Okay, that guy's round 1. We're going to have to get him later. Now, this guy's a round 2 to 3 talent, but he looks good. Elite strength, great throw power. This has got to be our guy. Elijah Jennings, welcome to the team. Are you going to be hidden dev? You're not. Oh, that's tough. That is tough. We just have to go to our next pick in the second round where we're Gonna take a left guard. You know, a lot of people may question this. We need a left guard. We got to get this offensive line in the right place. And this left guard is a round 1 talent. Getting him in the second round. We could probably wait, but I'm just not going to do that. Hidden Dev, Matthias Batista. Welcome to the team. All right, well, we had no third round pick. So what are we going to do? We're going to go to linebacker now, where we need a will linebacker. He's got to be a pass coverage guy. Yikes. Not a lot of options here. I think finding a tight end here. Great speed, good strength, poor Excel, but a 4.59 is pretty decent. I just want to take a swing on the athlete and a hidden depth. I'll take that. We're going to take Daniel Barnett here. Probably going to get booze. 274. Yeah, normal. I kind of knew it. But we had to have a linebacker. Defensive tackle, Jose Matthias. Just going to be a backup guy ranked at 31. Hidden Dev. He's going to take Harrison Phillips' spot. So I'm perfectly fine with how that ended. Let's get out of this one. All right, some not great things happened. But we still got a 73 overall quarterback, a 75 overall left guard, and a 74 overall defensive tackle. I do think we can make something work here, especially with this quarterback. It says he's a scrambler. I don't know why that's his archetype. I guess it's just his speed. I mean, he had good... that's his route running. His throw power, accuracies look good. All right, well, I've tried to look at the quarterbacks. Doesn't matter. Can't click on the players in this because it will lock up the game. I've had to back out twice now, all that. This is our draft class. I think it looks all right. We can make do. The linebackers aren't great. The center wasn't as good as what I thought he was going to be. But we still got a hidden dev left guard, a hidden dev tight end, and a hidden dev defensive tackle. We can make that work. And we have a rookie quarterback. We got to hope for a rookie of the year and a dev trade. All right, well, we are ready to hop into year 2. Right now, we're going to put Jennings over Fields. It's a 3 overall difference, but Jennings is 21. Fields is a lot older. We already know we have to move on from him. Let's try to get a rookie of the year. We got some guys, some new receivers now. The offensive line looks better. Mason Taylor is developing, but we do have Rhett here in the backup that is just behind him, that tight end too. He's going to develop as well. Defensively, we brought in some rookie linebackers. Hopefully those guys get a lot of tackles, maybe get a dev trait. We've got, a good defensive line, good corners. I feel good about this team, to be honest with you. I think we're in a prime spot to develop and grow. So we've just got to get through year 2 without any big hiccups. If we can be on the same path that we were last year, but maybe with a little bit better quarterback stats, we can make a huge jump into year 3. All right, at the midseason, where are we at? We're 2-4. Same place we were last year. So again, we're keeping pace. Joe Tippmann is going to stay. He's young. We want to keep him around. Jermaine Johnson, I think he's good enough. Will McDonald, I feel the same way about. I don't really want to go having to draft edge rushers yet. And I think everybody else, well, there's only 2 people and they're gone. Let's take a look, see if we know any of these rookie dev traits. Jennings up to 75 so far. Batista is only star dev, but again, he's growing, he's developing. That's fine. We don't know Rhett yet. Defensively, I think we only had Matthias, which we're going to go ahead and probably bump him over Harrison Phillips. Let him grow and develop. Those are the only dev traits we had, so we don't know any of those. I am nervous to see these quarterback stats. And yeah, 1,100 yards, almost 1,200, 11 touchdowns isn't terrible. The 7 interceptions and 55% completion percentage we need to work on. Breece Hall doing his thing, receiving. Arian Smith kind of leading the way. I don't know what's going on with the offense. It's probably the quarterback. Sack numbers look good. The offensive line numbers look good. Now, I don't know about the complete and total sacks. Jamie Sherwood in tackles. Quentin Williams in sacks with 4.5. Will McDonald in TFLs. And only 1 interception from Brandon Stevens so far. And in the final week, we lose out to the Patriots and miss the playoffs, but we go 9-8. I think, again, We were winning games. We beat Buffalo not that long ago. Elijah Jennings, 3,400 yards, 29 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Probably not going to be good enough for Rookie of the Year. Brees Hall, 1,100 yards, 8 touchdowns. Receiving, Romeo Doubs led the way, 8 and 12. Garrett Wilson just kind of fell off this year for some reason. You know, the tackles giving up the most sacks is kind of common in Madden. Jamie and Sherwood leading the way in tackles. Maybe another dev trade, 168. Will McDonald in TFLs with 18, and Quinnen Williams in sacks with 12.5. Jermaine Johnson with 9. Harrison Phillips even had a lot. 2 picks for 4 people in there, and then 1 for Jamie and Sherwood. That is kind of, you know, I thought we were going to be able to beat the Patriots. I really did. I was hoping for it. Elijah Jennings playing up to a 79, a true 77, so he's kind of already surpassed Justin Fields. Rhett is a star dev only, so Mason Taylor doing his thing, though. Defensively, we don't know Matthias's yet, but he's up to a 78 overall, which is actually quite good. And the Buffalo Bills are in the Super Bowl facing off against the Philadelphia Eagles. I guess in a weird way, we have to root for the Eagles, which I don't like. Not in the MVP running, or actually, we make the Coach of the Year shortlist. Offensive Player of the Year, not there. Defensive Player of the Year, not there. Offensive Rookie, Jennings is at 3. You know, he passed up the other rookie quarterbacks. So I don't think Ogletree is a quarterback. So I'm okay with that. Defensive Rookie, not even on the list. Best quarterback, Jennings at 10. Best running back, not there. Best receiver, not there. Best offensive lineman, Tippmann at 10. Best defensive lineman, not there. Best linebacker, Jamie and Sherwood at 2. Best defensive back, Adams at 9. And best kicker, not on the list. Yikes. Did we have any dev traits? I doubt it, but I would love it. None on offense. Actually, Garrett Wilson lost his, so sweet. Defensively, Jamie and Sherwood up to superstar. Adams up to superstar. Ortiz up to star. Sauce Gardner went down to superstar, but I'm okay with that. He's overrated anyway. And the Philadelphia Eagles win the Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts getting another Super Bowl MVP. Put it on the shelf. I'm just glad our divisional opponent didn't win. All right, and for re-signings, Olu Fashanu is going to get his 5th-year option picked up. Justin Fields, Harrison Phillips can go along with all of these guys. All right, well, I'm only going after Aiden Hutchinson. I'm going to trade whoever our left edge is if we end up signing him. He's here. You got to go after him when you have the cap. We've got 20 mil left. I don't want to spend it all because, of course, we are going to have to pay some players. And we get Aiden Hutchinson signed onto the Jets. He said, you know what? I want my D coordinator back. I want to go back to playing under Aaron Glenn. Huge addition for us. Huge. All right, well, we are going to trade Will McDonald away. Now, the Lions have made quite the hefty offer. Probably the biggest, most realistic offer. There we go. We get a 7th, or we give a 7th and Will McDonald to the Lions for a 2nd-round pick this year. Going to help us get younger, bring in more talented players. We've just got to make sure we do our scouting right and get right into the draft. All right, we're here in the 1st round of the 2027 NFL Draft where we have pick 17. It's time to get to it. What are we looking for? Okay, so we have some options here. We did some scouting on some wide receivers. Did some scouting on a tight end that looks insane. Which one do I want? I think we scouted 2 receivers. Okay, only one's still here. Okay. Now, do we really want a receiver or do we want an incredible tight end? And Charles Dawkins looks great too. Poor Excel though. He actually doesn't. Sean Westbrook. This guy looks insane. I'm going to have a hard time passing him up. We got to give our quarterback a guy. And he's normal depth. That dude is so insane. What do you mean? What do you mean he's normal, Dev? Look at all those A's. I hate this draft. I hate it. I hate it. I don't know if I can say this again. I hate this draft. All right, taking a safety here. Calvin Rainey looks pretty good. I think he's probably the best on the board currently, and another normal depth. I don't know what I'm doing. Maybe I don't know how to draft. It's got to be Vinny Spitzer. It's got to be. And he's coming, and he's ranked at 101. And normal dev, I am giving up. We're out of it. I hate this, right? Because we drafted 3 players. They're good players. This guy looks insane. Lance Norton, 75 overall. That's crazy. Yeah. They're good players. 76 overall tight end, 75 overall free safety. The 70 overall will linebacker is probably the worst, but still not terrible. 76 awareness, 82 speed for a linebacker, 90 excel. Like, he's pretty good. And we didn't get a dev trait for any of them. Lance Norton, does this guy? No, he doesn't even have a dev trait. So, you know what? It is what it is. Our drafting has been terrible. All right, well, ready for year 3. Hopefully we could take a jump this year. I feel like everybody's in a good spot. Offensively, defensively, we have players in positions. We're going to start Jamie Sherwood. I don't know why he's not already. Yeah, everybody's in a position to make a difference. I think we can. I think we should. We added Aiden Hutchinson. Maybe we'll get more pressure, more sacks now. The offense just needs to be good enough. We have the weapons. We've got to connect with them. 2 and 4 at the midseason is just what we are. I don't know. I don't know what to do about it. We got some cap room. I think Quinnen Williams is the only one we keep. And really, I only want him for 2 years. We'll look to replace him soon. We've already got a guy. I'm not sure about Jamie Sherwood. I don't want to sign him just because he's superstar dev, like 79 overall. Going to be 28 soon. Maybe we just save our money. We're leaving the National Focus Scouting the same. It is what it is. What do we got to look at? Stats and awards. We might have to consider. I mean, that's actually not bad. 1,200 yards, 12 touchdowns, only 4 interceptions. The completion percentage needs work, but we're getting there. Breece Hall doing Breece Hall things. Receiving, Garrett Wilson leading the way. I like that. Blocking, Olu leading the way. What am I talking about? Jamie Sherwood leading the way in tackles. Aiden Hutchinson in TFLs. And Jermaine Johnson in sacks. Not getting the sack numbers I'd hoped for. 2 picks for Tony Adams. 1 for Francisco Muagao. And 1 for Brandon Stevens. He seems to be on that list quite often. I don't even think we had any dev traits on this rookie class. I don't. Now Westbrook he's developing. He's caught up to Mason Taylor already. Jennings is developing. We need a good enough year to get a dev trait. Then I think we'll be able to take a jump. Our defense still looks good, but like you see, Dallas put up 31 on us, and we were only able to put up. What is our defense? Our pass yards is good, but rush yards is not. And we should be able to. Oh, no, it is. I take that back. Rush yards is good. Pass yards is terrible. Points a game is terrible. We're not doing anything on offense. Might be time for a playbook change. All right. Well, I changed the playbook a couple times. I mean, 5 and 12. We took a drop. I thought 9 and 8 was the worst we would go. Yeah, I was wrong. And where is our team rankings? It was our defense. Our defense is supposed to be the strong suite of our team. Like, I thought with this offense, I thought our defense was going to keep us in games. Yeah, this defense sucked. It was terrible. We were one of the worst pass defenses in the league. We don't have anybody normal dev or less than an 80 overall, seeing the field on a consistent basis. I mean, you got these guys at 78, but they're corner 3 and 4 are at 78. That's generally a really good team. You've got really good defensive line. The linebackers need some work. Yeah, but I mean, safeties are good, and we're just getting torched. Elijah Jennings, it's a lot of interceptions. 3,800 yards, 39 touchdowns, 19 interceptions. Breece Hall, 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns. It's kind of what he's been. Garrett Wilson, 1,011 touchdowns. Maybe rookie of the year for Lance Norton. I like that. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. Olu leading the way in sacks. Jamie Sherwood, 170 tackles per usual. Aiden Hutchinson in TFLs. Quentin Williams in sacks. I was hoping we would get a jump in sack production with Aiden Hutchinson. Not happening. Gonna need a playbook change, obviously. 3 picks for Tony Adams, 2 for Stevens. I don't think Sauce Gardner has had an interception since we've started the rebuild. And the Bills are back in the Super Bowl, this time against the Los Angeles Rams. And let's check out these yearly awards. Josh Allen MVP, Coach of the Year. We're definitely not going to be in that. Probably won't be in any of these. Offensive Rookie of the Year does go to Lance Norton, so we get Offensive Rookie. Defensive Rookie, Spitzer at 5. Best quarterback, Jennings at 9. He's climbing. Best running back, Breece Hall not there. Best wide receiver, Norton at 6. Garrett Wilson at 8. Best offensive lineman, Elijah Vera Tucker at 8. Best defensive lineman, not on the list. Best linebacker, not there. And best defensive back, not there. Best kicker, not there either. I do have my fingers crossed for some dev traits, though. It's not going to be Jennings. Norton goes up to startup, playing up to an 86 overall, an 81 true already. So he's going to take over that wide receiver 3 spot. What do we do with this team, man? Defensively, Sauce Gardner goes down to star, obviously, because why would he go up? Quentin Williams goes up to star. Those 2 players have been very mediocre. Well, we do have some luck. The Bills lose again. Kyron Williams, Super Bowl MVP. Love that. I don't think we're going to have... We got 22 mil in salary cap. I don't think we're going to re-sign anybody, and I don't think we're going to sign anybody in the free agency, as we will accept that option. Jamie and Sherwood can go. Brandon Stevens can go. Yeah, I just don't know that we accept or we sign any of these people, man. I mean, I will replace those people. We're not going to re-sign anybody. And, there's players I'd love to go after here, but with having absolutely 0 cap room, maybe we look at like kicker and punter, and we try to bring in a kicker and punter. Will Reichert, pretty good. Kind of wants to be here. Maybe take a little bit of a discount. And punter, Ethan Evans. You just want a Super Bowl? Do you want to sign with the New York Giants? Not the New York Jets. The last rebuild I did was a Giants rebuild. So excuse me, we get both of those guys. We've only got 13 million cap. Now I know what you're gonna say. Hey, maybe you should have signed a free agent after the draft or drafted somebody late round. We need as many picks as we can get. We just went 5 and 12. What are we supposed to do? Well, we're going to learn our pick. We have pick 3. Okay, so let's see who the Colts pick. They're going to pick the defensive tackle. The Bears are going to pick the right edge rusher. That was I was hoping one of those 2 would make it to me. Now we have another edge rusher. There's some quarterbacks. There is a corner. That's top 5 talent. Rashad Waller out of Wake Forest. Shout out to Demon Deacons. Looks like a demon with all those elites. 4.24 speed. A zone coverage. A man coverage looks incredible. He's got to be our pick. I know what you're thinking. Hey, you got some corners. The number 1 rated player in the draft. Hidden dev. That's exactly why we took him. All right, taking a linebacker here. Round 1 to 2 talent. Hopefully a hidden dev. Maybe this is the year of the hidden devs. And another hidden dev will take it. We're going to move him around. I think he's kind of the fit at the Mike linebacker spot for us. We just lost Jamie and Sherwood. Maybe somebody like that could really help us on defense. It was so clear to me that defense is our weak spot this year. So we've got to make sure that we get our defense straight, and having some players in those defensive spots like Chip Stalker, who we're going to draft here. A safety looks pretty good, pretty fast. Hybrid guy ranked at 24. Another hidden dev. We're building this defense. All right, another defensive tackle here. Jose Washington, great speed, great strength. Just that combination for a hidden dev defensive tackle late in the draft. Kind of looks like the guy. We're just going to go ahead and get that backup quarterback, Mason Pounds. Hey, he's hidden dev. What do you... how do you get upset? And I'm just going to get out of it. I can't do it anymore. We're going to mess it up, take some bad players. And what a draft did we have. 82 overall, number one player in the draft, corner Rashad Waller out of Wake Forest. Incredible player. The Sam linebacker, Jason Conrad, 74 overall, hidden dev, looks great. Hidden dev strong safety, Chip Stocker. Hidden dev defensive tackle, Jose Washington. We've got some players. As we hop into year 4, this is what the team looks like. You got 3 good receivers. Garrett Wilson lost. I think he was superstar X Factor, to be honest. Lost it. Just has been terrible since. Defensively, we brought in Conrad, who's actually going to start, but isn't that... you know what? We're going to leave him there. We got Muaga here at that Mike linebacker spot. We'll leave him there. He's hidden dev. He's going to play. You got Stocker backing up Tony Adams, who has been really good. We've just got backups everywhere. Backups on backups. A third string corner really that is a rookie. So we brought in some great players. It's just time. We're an 88 overall. It's time to win games. Now is the time. We've got to make the playoffs. Now, question, is 3-4 better than 2-4? I would say it is. So I would say we've got some improvement. And oh my. Yeah, we're going to be in a tough spot. We don't have a lot of money, and we've got to make sure Fuaga stays. Or Fashanu. We don't have enough to sign him. I mean, Aziri Thomas is gone. Yeah, it is going to be tough for us. National focus outing, we're leaving on linebacker. We need linebacker. And it's better for us, actually, for like the Mike linebacker spot we're going to have to replace, to keep it where it's at. The Will linebackers are all run stoppers, so you get broader selection there. As Jennings is playing up to an 88 overall. And the normal dev is killing us, but he's playing good. I mean, why we're not winning games is so beyond me. We don't know Conrad's dev trait yet. Waller is superstar dev. We're going to go ahead and bump him up in the dev on the team in the depth chart. Bump him up to CB2 as Thomas is leaving soon. We better be putting on a statistical clinic here. Elijah Jennings, 1,600 yards, 16 touchdowns. Rushing, Breece Hall, 544 and 3 touchdowns. Some decent receiving numbers. Mason Taylor, second in receiving yards, is actually I'm a fan of. Blocking, Olu leading the way. Defensively, Muagao leading the way in tackles. Aiden Hutchinson at TFLs. Aiden Hutchinson in sacks with 2.5. Sack numbers are terrible. 2 picks for Sauce Gardner. Finally, it's about time you got on the list. 1 for Azari Thomas. Azarai Thomas. 1 for Andre Sisco. It's been a tough first half of the year, man. We've got to get through it. We've got to start winning games. And guess what? 9-8, but we make the playoffs this time. It was tough. Look, we're 7th in offensive points, 5th in rush yards. Our pass defense is still bad for some reason. Our rush defense is good. 6th. I don't understand why our pass defense is bad. Jennings can't throw for 4,000 yards, but 35 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. That completion percentage did get better. So no complaints there. Breece Hall, 1,400 yards, 11 touchdowns. Receiving, Garrett Wilson, 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns. Romeo Dobbs with 14 touchdowns. Fashanu giving up the most sacks. Defensively, Muagao leading the way in tackles. Quentin Williams and TFLs. Just not getting the sack numbers that I thought we would out of Aiden Hutchinson. 3 picks for Sauce Gardner, 2 for Cisco, 1 for Azari Thomas. I was hoping for more picks. I'm going to be honest. I was hoping for a lot more. Jennings playing up to a 92 overall. Defensively, I was hoping for more from Aiden Hutchinson, to be honest with you. I mean, a defensive tackle. Our defense looks good, man. Everybody's developing. Everybody's playing up. Conrad's a star dev. What do we do other than hop into this game against the Bills? We're both Ooh, we actually have the overall advantage. And we are in Highmark Stadium where we try to take on the Bills. They're jumping through flaming tables right now, as they wouldn't have thought that their wild card match would be against the New York Jets. I guess we snuck in as the 7th seed. They might be the 1 seed. It's time to jump to the end. I'm nervous about this, man. This feels like a weird score game right now. 3-5. Can we put some points? More point. There we go. We got a lead. All right. Gonna slow this down a little bit. We've got the ball. We are in prime position. Up 5. 3rd and 6. 4th and 10. I don't like that because that was not a good punt either. And they're going to score. They take a 1-point lead. I am going to go ahead and hop in. I want to make sure we can get something going here. Breece Hall with a clear path and a huge run up to the 45. He hasn't had much success today. It looks like 6 for 22, and I think we just ran for 15. You know, if that's any constellation to how today has gone for Breece Hall. And that's going to be another big run. Get him up to 46. I mean, hey, I'm fine with chewing this clock down a little bit and letting Breece Hall run it. All right, now they're gearing up for the run a little bit. We're going to go back to the pass, and Breece Hall is tired. So, Mason Taylor, get a nice little gain of 5. Elijah Jennings hasn't had a terrible day. Come out again. Breece Hall's probably tired. Yeah, so we're going to audible. Take off with Jennings. Get the first down plus some. Slide at the 9. I don't know if that was designed that way or what. But, you know, maybe we keep with the read option. Breece Hall's still tired. I don't like that. Okay, I don't know who this Pierman is, but we're going to give him a shot. Gets to the 5. All right. Let's see if we can get a touchdown pass going here. Maybe Romeo? Romeo? That's a catch and a touchdown. Look at that big-ass head with the Guardian cap. Maybe we look at the read option? I mean, it definitely could be there. Breece Hall. And it's there. That's going to be... And that's going to make it a 7-point game. See if our defense can do anything. I have my doubts, as they are going to run the ball a lot and try to eat up most of the clock to get down in 3rd and 10. 4th and 10. And a penalty against the defense. They are going to score and tie it. That means we're going to come in with 1:14 left. We've just got to get in field goal range. Don't have to do too much. I tried to slide, but we get to the 45 with Jennings. That is one good thing about having a running quarterback is we can take off if we have to. Main Reed Wilson here. Garrett. Get the first down. Stay in bounds. They're going to start calling timeouts. All right, we're going to go to the run here. We've got 3 timeouts ourselves. Breece Hall going to get the first down. They're calling their timeouts. They're going to try to burn them all. You know, really, if we get another first down here, that's game over. And that is going to be game over. They're going to burn a timeout. We're going to come out and run it one more time. And that's going to burn the clock all the way down. We're going to make sure we wait it out and kick the game-winning field goal here. They can't ice us, so we should be good. And the kick is going to be up and good. We take down Buffalo in the wild card. They're not going to make their 3rd straight Super Bowl. They've yet to win one, and now they're out in the wild card to the New York Jets, their divisional rival. You know, I came in a good bit there on offense, but I wanted to play with the team, see how it felt. And I'm going to be honest, this team feels good. And, you know, Josh Allen threw a pick. Eli Jennings had a great game. 215, 3 touchdowns. I know he had 66 rushing yards. Brees Hall, 10 for 71, barely beat him out. Not by much. Receiving, Khalil Shakir, crushed. Romeo Doubs with 2 receiving touchdowns. Lance Norton with 1. Don't really care about the blocking. What do we do sack-wise? Quentin Williams with 2. Jermaine Johnson with 2. Aiden Hutchinson's been a non-factor. Tony Adams with the interception. It was a great game. And, you know, the Baltimore Ravens are broken. They have Jahmyr Gibbs. Oh, this is going to be tough. This is going to be tough, but we have them in the divisional round game. We've got to play it. Man, we're the same overall. They've just got X factors and we don't. All right, well, we're in Baltimore. It's time to hop to the end of this. See if we can beat Baltimore. I just hope it's close so we have the opportunity to hop in. And right now we have the 10-point lead. We've just got to keep it. Can our offense do it? 21-7, 21-14. Come on, offense. 28, 31-14, 38-14. The Baltimore Ravens doing what they always do and giving up when things get too tough. Look at that. We have upset the 1 and 2 seed in the AFC. We now are headed to the AFC Championship. I was about to say NFC there. It looks like Jennings outplayed Lamar, and he did. What a game. Jahmyr Gibbs crushed us, but Brees Hall had 2 rushing touchdowns. Mitch Pearman with 1. Receiving, Norton and Garrett Wilson both with 77 yards. And Romeo Doubs with the receiving touchdown. Seems to be his specialty. Do we have any sacks? We had 2 total sacks. Not great. The rookie Rashad Waller with 2 picks. Vinny Spitzer with another. And Waller did have a player of the week with his 2 interceptions. Cincinnati Bengals, time to hop in. They actually, you know, both teams played in real life tonight, the night of this recording. Again, y'all won't see this till next week, so is what it is. Sorry about it. I work a full-time job. We're in Cincinnati. You have all the Cincinnati bandwagon fans slash LSU fans that just love that. Was it 2019 team, whatever it was, 2018. So we jump to the end of the game. We need our defense to be special here, and we need our offense to be able to put stuff together. We cannot let it get out of hand. Okay, hold up. Let's see if we can score before half and make this a little bit better. They are obviously playing deep, but we've got two timeouts. So we can go over the middle as long as we gain a good bit. Ooh, Elijah Jennings with not a great game so far. 27 seconds left. We do want to find the end zone here. And that's going to be Garrett Wilson in the end zone. Wide open, they left him over on that side. I don't know why. I don't know who gets... I think we get the ball to start the half. Yeah, we'll probably slow this down now and see if... Yeah, we get the ball first. Can we tie it? That's really got to be the... Ooh, I don't like a sack. I don't like this. That's going to be a field goal. It's a 4-point game. Can our defense come together and get a stop? Oh, they went for it there. All right, 20-13. You know what? Ooh, I don't want to. I didn't want to do that. Yeah, we'll sit this punt out. 3rd and 7, 4th and 7. We force a turnover. Time to get a score going. Now, I personally like the shotgun. That way I can audible to the run easy as long as I like it. And it always works. If you get audible to that inside zone, it works. And, you know, if not, and you're in shotgun, you can always find somebody to throw the ball to. That's going to bring out this play action. This play action used to be so good in past Maddens, and I've thrown so many interceptions on it. So we're going to hit Westbrook. Why is it like just like, hey, run the ball. 2nd and 2, run the ball. We're going to run it because that's what it wants, but Brees Hall bouncing off tackles, getting the first down. 8 for 50 today. You know, we'll take it. I like this play a lot, too, because Garrett Wilson is generally wide open. I'd look for Dobbs You know, they don't have a safety on that side. They do have Garrett Wilson double cover. Yeah, it's just... Again, I really like the shotgun because it's one of those, like, see here, I don't really like the run that much, so we're going to stick with the pass. Oh, I didn't know that corner was running straight back there. I should have known as soon as it wasn't man coverage. But, we'll be all right. We're going to hit Dobbs. He's going to continue to fight. Make it a 4th and... It's got to be a long one, and we're going to go for it here. Just because really, we have to. All right, Breece Hall's wide open. If only the animation was better and we could have turned that upfield. All right, let's go. What do we got here? They're off a little bit. I feel okay with this. Breece Hall to the 2. And see, they're spread enough right here that that's not a... Keep them in the formation. Keep them in the formation. They're probably going to stack a little bit, but it should be okay. We should be able to truck our way into the end zone, and we do with Pierman. That should be a tie game. All right, let's see. Hopefully that offensive... Now, that was a little bit slow, but hopefully... Okay, 2nd and 20. 10-yard penalty against the offense. 3rd and 14. They're going to get it. They're going to score quick. Oh, we're going to have to be... We might have to go for 2, really. On one of these as we get 5 with Breece Hall. Telling us to stick with the run. I guess it wants us to burn clock and maybe go for 2. Maybe that's the Madden way. Oh, no wonder it's... Okay, that's okay. 3rd and 3. We'll get it here. Yeah, we get the first down. I didn't realize I was in recent play. Oh, and I called it again. All right, that's okay. Let's... And I can't run up fast enough. 2nd and 15 where... I mean, Jennings was definitely stuck in the sand. And we're going to get sacked. No. 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 He had to be down, right? The elbow's down. That's got to be a... Yeah, there we go. 3rd and 26. All right, Romeo. Okay, 4th and 8. That's manageable. That is manageable. I'm actually 100% okay with that. And Mason Taylor's going to be wide open again. And he's running over people. It takes more than one to take him down. I mean, why not? You can. This game's terrible. You can run the same play over and over and over again and continuously get it. 4 minutes left. I don't like what we're doing here. Oh my gosh, was just slightly behind him. What do we got, Norton? Can you get deep? No, but Romeo Dobbs is going to burn his man and then break a tackle, get the first down. All right, let's go. Let's go. Mason Taylor, what do you got? Oh, come on. You got to be able to fall forward there. All right, let's stop celebrating. I'm smashing the Y button. I'm trying to get up here quick. We might see a defensive snap here as we're going to go back to Mason Taylor. That's a touchdown. This is probably a bit... Oh, we get the 2-point. We take a 1-point lead. Just like that, we need a defensive stop. 3 minutes left. They don't necessarily have to pass it, but I just see them passing it. And it is a screen. All right. We stop them. Keep them in bounds. I want Aiden Hutchinson. Sauce Gardner's getting burned over there. All right, 2-minute warning coming up. Are they going to... Ooh, they do call a play. All right. Force the throwaway. They got to make another snap here before the 2-minute warning. Do not let them get anywhere. Who? I don't even know who that is. We've got to be able to get home with Aiden Hutchinson. 3rd and 5. This is a big down. There's supposed to be people there, man. And letting him get the first down. If y'all are going to let that happen, There we go. Get the sack. Push him back. 2nd and 16. I just don't want to. All right, come on, Aiden. We're getting chipped. There we go. Chase Brown. 3rd and 12. They're not really in field goal range. We're bringing the blitz back. We're bringing the blitz back. All right, he throws it away. We were all over him. 4th and 12. What are they going to do? They're going to have to go for it. All right, come on. Come on, cornerbacks. Get them. That's a sack and a turnover on downs. We brought the blitz. I don't even know who number 9 is, but it works out in our favor. That might be game over. They got 3 timeouts. I couldn't see who it is. Our coach is telling us to throw the ball. We're up by 1. We're definitely running it. Brees for a gain of 2. Call a timeout. I don't want to stop the clock. Purpose, like, that was not what I picked, but okay, we're going to let it go. Garrett. It's going to be a catch. Now, we did go out of bounds there, which is quite unfortunate, but for whatever reason, it's acting like we're down and we're not up by a point, so I'm not too sure about that. But I do know we are up by a point. Now, I don't really want to score. I kind of just want to run the clock out. That's their last time out. Yeah, 3rd and inches. We can just kneel this out. This is game over. We've won the AFC Championship in a tight game against the Bengals. That's a Brees Hall 1st down. Almost a touchdown. Down to the 2. That's game over. Come out in the kneel. 4, 3, 2, 1. The New York Jets are AFC Championship winners here in year 4. Hey, this team is good. I'm telling you, despite the lack of dev traits that we have at the quarterback position, he plays good. He threw a pick, but outside of that, it was quite good. Rushing, Brees Hall led the way, 98 yards. Pearman with the touchdown. Receiving, Mason Taylor led the way. Touchdown for him. Touchdown for Garrett Wilson. Ooh, they have Chris Godwin. I don't even think. Yeah. Aiden Hutchinson with the half sack. He has been very underwhelming. Jordan Battle with the pick. We didn't have any interceptions, but it doesn't matter because we won. And we have a MetLife Super Bowl. The Jets versus the Giants. New York's best. The New York Super Bowl. I've never even seen this. In the last 2 years of doing Madden rebuilds, I don't think I've seen this. This is going to be interesting because both the quarterbacks were from the same draft class. Now, New York, the Giants quarterback, Redding, seems to be a step above ours. I'm not going to lie. But we are going to take a look at the dev traits and hope I hope he didn't get one. I don't know what to say about it. He didn't get one. Nobody on the off. Well, Brees Hall actually went up to superstar dev, so I do like that. Defensively, Aiden Hutchinson lost his dev trait. It's just Tony Adams lost his dev trait. Stocker's playing up to an 80 overall, which is actually really good. Everybody lost their dev trait. We got a lot of lost dev traits going on here, which is really upsetting. We're at 8 for Coach of the Year, MVP. Nobody on the list. Offensive Player of the Year, no. Defensive Player of the Year, no. Offensive Rookie, no. Defensive Rookie, Conrad at 10. Best Quarterback, Jennings at 7. He's climbing. Best Running Back, Brees Hall at 4. Best Wide Receiver, Romeo Doubs at 7. Best Offensive Lineman, no. Best Defensive Lineman, no. Best Linebacker, no. Best Defensive Back, Sauce Gardner at 8. Finally, and best kicker, not on the list. All of that to be here and ready to play in the Super Bowl against the New York Giants. We have a 4 overall advantage, but they have a superstar X-Factor quarterback. And as always in year 4, we're in Tampa. That just seems to be what it is. Ooh, a rain game. This is going to come down to the best running team, I think, as we jump to the end. No, New York's throwing the ball, and apparently we are too, as we are down 17-0. All right, no, we're going to have to try to pull this together before the end of the half. We haven't been able to get anything going, but that doesn't mean we can't now. A touchdown before half brings us back into range. Lance, there, get the first down. All right, 2:05 out of bounds. We get another play before the end. How do we not get a play for the 2-minute warning there? We can come out here. We've got time. What's going to happen here? All right, there you go. Lance Norton again on the deep. That's what I love about a scrambling quarterback, that's all they're worried about. As we try to hurry up here, try to see if we can get something going on the... All right, throw that away. Brian Burns in our face. If they're in zone, this is just not going to work. Why was that so awful? What is going on here with our quarterback? Garrett Wilson, hold on to it. 4th and 4. Let's keep this thing trucking. Let's keep this thing trucking. All right, Norton. There you go. Catch the ball. They've got way more first downs than we've got. We just have not been able to... Can we... All right, Romeo. Why does he loft the ball like that? Get out of bounds. Get out of bounds. We're on the 9. Breece Hall is exhausted, even though he hasn't even gotten the ball or gotten touched. No, what are you doing? We're on the 1. If you're gonna try to spare time, I don't think we're gonna get it here. But Pierman is in. Yeah. Why does Brian Burns look like he came straight from our side? Like, it didn't even look like he had to go through anybody. Breece Hall? No. Okay, 4th down. 3 points just doesn't do it. All right, Norton. All right, Lance. All right, Lance Norton. Get a touchdown. We're on the board. We get 7. Now, see, here we can make it a 3-point game. This is where stuff gets interesting. Can we crawl back? Westbrook, wide open. Plenty of space and plenty of speed. Get down to the 34. Jennings has thrown a pick. You don't love that. And you definitely don't love these play calls. You know, against the Giants, trying to run the ball, especially in Madden, is just a waste of time. As we get a gain of 8 there, so I guess it's not too terrible. I don't really care for this play calling that we've got going on from Aaron Glenn. All right, Mason Taylor, at least get the first down there. He didn't run his route at all. He just kind of turned around. All right, come on now. Let's get a nice run. Breece Hall up the middle for the touchdown. We make it a 3-point game. Well, technically a 4-point game right now, as long as we get this extra point, which we should. Why is it the same play calls over and over again? We have the opportunity to take a lead here. 9 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. I know what most people would say is I've stepped in early, but we're going to hit Garrett Wilson there. Across the middle. Little late. Had to roll out to find him. Who's the best comeback team in football? Because we're about to have the opportunity to take the lead. And we're going to hit Garrett Wilson over the middle. Huge gain. Down to the 25. This play calling has not been good. I think we have the opportunity for a run here. So we're going to take it. Oh, Breece Hall breaking free. Getting a gain of 6 there. I did not like how that played out. Can we get a different... What is with this play calling, dude? Give me something different. Give me something just a little bit different. See, I like to be able to audible around, which I can do here. We're going to run with Jennings. All right. Do we have the opportunity for a run here? It looks like it. They got 3 down linemen. Breece Hall going to bounce off a tackle. Get a gain of 5. I'll take that. He's averaging 5.9 a carry right now. Is kind of really good. I'm going to go back to the run here. I know he's worn out, but he's got a wide open lane for another touchdown. His 2nd of the day. All those people that bet Breece Hall 2+ touchdowns probably in a really good spot here. I just wish our defense could hold up, man. There was so much on offense. I don't know. Now, I don't know what their offense is like at all. Oh, we've got Breece Hall wide open. He's got a third touchdown. Look at the Naruto run into the end zone. We just need our our defense is like, hey, no, we're not doing that. And I know what you're thinking. Yeah, we're coming out here in the same play. But you know what the point of this one was? To run with the quarterback and get the first down. Our defense was making some stops there before half, right? We only allowed 17 before half. And in the third quarter alone, we allowed more than that. As Westbrook's going to get the first down. All right, Breece, what can you do? Don't worry about it. We got Lance. That's a Breece Hall first down. I'll take it. I was only worried about getting the first. Not a huge gain. And we get that. Aaron Glenn is calling the same plays over and over again. I'm just hoping. We got Garrett Wilson. Can he keep his feet in? He does. That's a touchdown. We're back on the board. Another big play. Okay. We have the opportunity to take the lead here. What is going to happen with it? I don't know. 3 down linemen. We're running the ball. Breece Hall with a nice gain up to the 36. 13 for 84. He's going to break 100 today. Who had that on there in their parlay? You know, I think we run it again. I think we try to control some clock. Abdul Carter going to be able to get Breece Hall off the bounce. There's terrible bounce. Let's see what they got here. I'd like to keep the clock moving. There we go, Westbrook. Get the first down. Keep the clock moving. All right, we're going to stay 3 down linemen. We're going back to the run here. 41 got untouched, but we're still going to get a gain of 2. That's fine. I'm fine with burning time, slowly getting the first downs. Okay, gain of a yard there. They're gearing up for the run now. They have got it. They've got it figured out. Breece Hall's going to get the first down there, though. Under 7 minutes by the time we snap the ball again. And, you know, like I said, we're going back to the run. We have got the opportunity to burn clock here. This time it's Pierman. Huge run down to the 17. All right, we do need to score semi-fast. That way we don't give them the ability to just torch us. And that's going to be Jennings' opportunity to walk into the end zone on the run. Scramble with it. We get the lead. We have a touchdown lead. What are they going to do? They're still down by 1. They kicked the field goal. 1:58 left. They've got all 3 timeouts. I'm sure they're going to start calling them now that the 2-minute warning is up. Breece Hall breaking a tackle, getting a nice gain. We want to break up the first downs a little bit. I know they're going to they're going to sell out for the run here probably. Can we navigate it well enough with Breece Hall? We can. Oh, is that going to be a huge run? It is down to the 14. Breece Hall, 161 yards on the day. Y'all can get mad at me for playing more of this than I should have. We're on all Madden. We're on the normal sliders, and that's a touchdown. Now, should we have scored that? Probably not. But we're going to give Breece Hall his 4th touchdown of the day. That's the Super Bowl MVP, Breece Hall. And that's it. Our defense does enough. We get the stop, and we win the Super Bowl. $150 is rush for 150 yards in a game. Apparently, I haven't done that yet on Xbox. As Aaron Glenn finally wins the Super Bowl here in year 4. 9-8, not the best. And, you know, y'all would say probably on Sim, oh, you would have lost that. I don't care. Okay? I don't care. I got a Super Bowl with the Jets. That's hard enough as it is. Give me a break. We are on all Madden. Hayden Redding still, I mean, he threw for 509 yards. That's insane. But Elijah Jennings with a great day, 345, 3 touchdowns. Did have the interception, but it's okay. Breece Hall, 176, 3 touchdowns. Tyrone Tracy didn't do great, yards-wise, but still 2 touchdowns. Elijah Jennings with a rushing touchdown as well. Theo Johnson killed us. Darius Slayton killed us. Malik Neighbors killed us. But Norton with 83 and a touchdown. Wandale even had killer. Garrett Wilson, 87, a touchdown. Breece Hall, 2 for 81 and a touchdown. Defensive, there wasn't much defensively that went on. Jermaine Johnson, 3 sacks. How he's our leading sacker and Aiden Hutchinson isn't, I don't know. Drew Phillips with the pick. I mean, good game. The New York Bowl. Jets came out on top. For the better team, I guess. And Breece Hall is a Super Bowl MVP, as y'all would have expected. You know, he had like 170 yards on the ground. What was it? 176 rushing yards, 81 receiving yards. He had almost 300 yards. He actually, I can't do math. He may have had 300 yards and 4 touchdowns. Insane year. But that is year 4, so we just got to get to year 5 and hope we can repeat it. And before we actually get into this first offseason, we have players to re-sign. Olu, man, he's really trying to pull our leg here. We're going to have to figure something out at left tackle. We'll just try it. All right, he's going to stay. Arian Smith can go. Tony Adams can go. Mike Linebacker, I think, can go. I think we've just got to keep our 17 mil so we can try to get a left tackle. All right, well, the only player we can offer anyway is Mason Taylor, so we're just going to try to bring him back. He stays. All right, so we get him, and we're going to have to kill the draft. We're going to have such a good draft. All right, well, we are at the draft. All right, taking Manu Ortiz here. Going to move him to Mike Linebacker because he is a scheme. He'd be a scheme fit in that run stopper. He's a round 1 talent. We need linebacker. Let's bring him in. Ranked at 18. Normal dev. We have had a terrible time with normal devs in this draft. You know, we're taking him. Jared Coleman. We need a tackle so bad. Ranked at 46. Hidden dev. There we go. A guy we can move, maybe. Gives us some options. Probably going to go back and draft another linebacker here. Colin Pitts. Oh, ranked a little early, but a hidden dev. You know, there's this receiver here, DJ Woods. He's still round 1 to 2. He's 6'4". I'm going to give him a shot. You know, why not? Yeah, he's not great. All right, taking a quarterback here that just looks like an elite athlete. He's just a scrambler. I just wanted to take a player like this. Normal dev. Okay. That many elites? Give me a break. We're hopping out. We've kind of filled what we need to. All right. Well, we kind of handled what we need to the first 2 rounds. After that, we were just searching for athletes and dev traits. I'm not too concerned with it. We're in year 5. We're coming off a Super Bowl win. We're an 88 overall. We're pretty good. I think we can easily make it back, at least to the playoff. All right. Well, before we hop into year 5, let's take one last look at the team. Doesn't look much different, right? Jennings still at quarterback, up to an 89 overall. I know he's still a normal dev. He shouldn't be. Should have got a dev trade by now. Receivers look good. Breece Hall's awesome. The offensive line looks good. We just need Coleman to develop a little bit. Mason Taylor just going to continue doing his thing. Defensively, brought in, you know, the linebacking core could probably use some help, I will say, but I think it'll be all right. I think we can make something work here. I mean, Castle's superstar dev, but we're going to leave it the way it is. I'm sure he'll find his way onto the field some. Defensive line looks good. Special teams still looks decent. And yeah, all this is, I mean, I like the way everything's set up. I think we're in a good spot. We've just got to produce. It's time for us to win some games and get through year 5. And it's the classic year 5 fall off at 88 overall. We're 1-6. Wow. Okay. We have a Rashad Waller is now an X factor. That's cool. Can we win some games? See if we know the dev trait of the left tackle. Star dev, but he's developing. It's all right. Why are we not winning? What is going on here? Elijah Jennings is throwing a lot of picks. That's happening. Rushing, Breece Hall's doing pretty okay. Receiving numbers look normal. Coleman's probably struggling because he's a rookie. Defensively, Vinny Spitzer leading the way in tackles. Jermaine Johnson in TFLs and Jermaine Johnson in sacks. But we have
three decent guys with sacks, three decent sack numbers. Rashad Waller with the only interception. I don't know what I'm supposed to like. I don't know if I should change playbooks. We have people to re-sign, starting with the quarterback who doesn't want to be here. He's gonna stay. You got to keep him. He's an 89 overall. He's won us a Super Bowl. Armand Mimbu kind of has to stay. I'd love to keep this guy too, but we just don't have the money. Just doing that in case we do end up doing another year. Leave it on linebacker because that's the only option we have, and we're just gonna keep trucking and try to get to the end of the year, and hopefully we can turn it around. Maybe run the table, make the playoffs, and we go 7-10 as a 91 overall. You can't make it up. I tried changing playbook. I mean, I guess playbook changes work because we ended up 6-4 after the midseason, but and we really weren't that far out of winning our division. It's just this game sometimes, man. Elijah Jennings, he still threw a pile of interceptions this year. I don't know what that was about. Breece Hall, 1,200 yards, 15 touchdowns. Lance Norton, 1,200 yards, 12 touchdowns. Romeo Dobbs, 1,010. Garrett Wilson, 8-4. He's gone. He just hasn't done good. Coleman, it was his rookie year. I have, a little bit of patience with that. Vinny Spitzer leading the way in tackles. Aiden Hutchinson in TFLs. And there are those Aiden Hutchinson sack numbers that we have been looking for. Quinnen Williams with 11.5 sacks. Jermaine Johnson with 10.5. 2 picks for Azariah Thomas, 1 for Chip Stocker, 1 for Rashad Waller. So it all turned out all right, I guess. I mean, we're not doing another year. This game's got me in shambles. The LA Rams and the Kansas City Chiefs are in the Super Bowl. We look at yearly awards that we will not have. Jesus Nava. It's probably Jesus, but Jesus won the Offensive Player of the Year. Love that. Both Raiders and Aiden Hutchinson second for Defensive Player of the Year. Offensive Rookie, not going to have anybody. Defensive Rookie, I almost drafted Mitch Kovacs. He looked good, but it was a little early. I was hoping he was going to be there later, and he wasn't, so that's awesome. Running back Breece Hall at 3. Wish he was higher. Best wide receiver. Lance Norton at 7, best offensive lineman. Elijah Vera Tucker's on there, best defensive lineman. Aiden Hutchinson at 2. I think Jermaine Johnson was at 10. Best linebacker, no. Best defensive back, no. And best kicker, Will Reichard at 4. So we do make we got some players on list, but very underwhelming year. And it doesn't look like Lance Norton went up to superstar, but outside of that, no dev traits. You know what? I think if we took this another year, what we would do is we might trade Elijah Jennings. I know we just re-signed him, but we might trade him and try to get another top 5 pick and draft quarterback. Sauce Gardner goes down to star. Nobody goes up in dev. Just nobody. It's terrible. And the Rams and Tito Salas, another guy we almost drafted, win the Super Bowl MVP, or win the Super Bowl and Super Bowl MVP, taking out the Chiefs. Let's take one last look here before we hop on out of this rebuild. Yeah, again, Lance Norton, the only one that went up. He looks like he's ready to be wide receiver 1, but this is what the team looks like. I still think we're in a good spot. I think we're losing these two offensive, you got some offensive linemen, you got some older players to replace. But I still think the core of the team is pretty good, and you could take it. You could stay competitive as long as you got the playbooks settled and didn't stick with the Jets playbook like I did. With that being said, that is going to wrap this one up. If you enjoyed it, be sure to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and let me know down in the comments what team you want to see next. Until next time,